let's face it, adulting is hard. Like, there's so many things that people go through in this their phase of life called adulthood. And the most annoying part is that people expect you to have everything figured out. But that's not even the case, because I mean, you've not lived this life before to have the experience. Of course, you can learn from other people's experiences and all, but it's just hard. People have challenges, and the earlier we accept that everybody will face challenges at different points in their lives, the better for us. So what you're going through is not just you. Different people are facing different things. It might not be exactly what you're going through, but trust me, everybody has something they're struggling with, some challenges they're trying to figure out. But the reason I'm doing this video is to remind you that just because you're going through things, you should be careful who you discuss these things with, right? And yeah, so something happened, and it happens all the time. I'm sure you guys too, something similar has happened to you before. I was talking to, this was in the past, I was talking to a friend, or we were in a group actually having some conversation, and one of us in that group mentioned somebody's situation. This is like a story, but I'll tell you guys what why I'm telling you this story. So someone calls someone's name, and she's like telling us something about this friend. She mentions her name, gives description, nothing. I mean, she didn't do it from a bad place. It's not like she did it to spite this person. It was just, we're talking about something and something else came up, and she's like, oh, I know this friend, or I have this friend, calls her name, gives like detailed information where she works, and like I said, with no bad intention, but she gives out some very important information in that conversation. We didn't think much of it. I remember just thinking, oh my god, I wonder who this person is. This person is really going through stuff and all. But guess what? It turned out that this person she was talking about, small world, because you really don't know who knows who. The person she was talking about in that gist happened to be someone I knew from way back. In fact, I had that person in my WhatsApp contact. And so on this very random day, the person that was spoken about uploads a picture on her WhatsApp status, and I see that my friend that talked about her, and it just clicked. So I remember the name she mentioned, it was this person's name. She gave description where she works, what happened, how old, group, like just gave gist. So I knew for a fact that this was the person she was talking to. Now, whilst she didn't say it from a bad place, now I know this person you're talking about. I have this information which I'm sure that if that lady found out that I knew that information, she would be very uncomfortable around me, like super uncomfortable, because it was sensitive information. Okay, so what I'm saying is you need to be careful. One, you, the person who feels like you need to tell someone something, be very careful who you tell your personal information or who you give your personal gist to, because not even out of spite, they can spill it to somebody who you're uncomfortable with getting that information. And two, you receiving this information, please be careful where you share people's personal information, because you don't know who it gets to. Okay, so we just shall need to be careful. I started this video telling you guys about how adulting is hard. It is hard, and now I'll tell you the main reason why I'm doing this video is to call your attention to something. Now, I know when I use the word therapy, a lot of people are going to roll their eyes and stuff, but it just crossed my mind that so many people have issues they want to discuss with people. One, they don't know who to talk to, and two, they probably don't even have anybody to talk to. So even if you have friends you want to talk to, please be careful which friend you're sharing your information with. And if you don't have someone to talk to, right, you guys, a lot of people suggest journaling, but when you journal, you're still talking to yourself basically, right? So how about thinking about what we have, the tools that we have now, and why not consider technology? This video is not paid, it's not sponsored. I don't have any direct link to any of the apps that I'm going to talk to you guys about, but I think you should consider it, because I know that especially for maybe like people who adults or people who want to talk about their kids. Listen, some of these platforms you can even talk about your kids. You can enroll your child. You feel like your child needs to talk to someone, you don't know who to. You think that, oh, you need to talk to someone and you don't know how to go about it. Do you know you can, just like some people use ChatGPT, but ChatGPT is not something I'll recommend, because it doesn't really have the it doesn't it's not the best tool to use. But I know people who chat with ChatGPT, like have conversations with ChatGPT. But if you have issues that you want to talk about, right, there are other ones that are tailored for this, like online therapy, One, you don't have to tell anybody about it. No one needs to know. If you think you want to keep this a secret, because I know that when it comes to therapy, one of the biggest challenges that we have is stigma. So if you don't have friends you want to talk to, even if you have friends but you don't think that they're equipped maybe professionally, or you don't trust them with this kind of information, you don't want them to look at you in a certain way, you can consider doing online therapy. One that is very common is Better Health. Like I said, is it Better Help? No, Better Help. Like I said, I don't have any direct link. They're not sponsoring this video. I don't even have a referral code. But I know some people that I follow that have referral codes, and I'm going to put it down. I know Dima. I follow Dima Ome. She's a Nigerian content creator. I think she has a code. Tolulope Solutions. She's in Canada, but she's Nigerian. These are some of my faves. I follow them, and I know that they have like what's it called, affiliates relationship with this Better Help. So I will put their, yeah, I think I can put it, just choose whichever one you want and enroll so that it doesn't waste, right? But there are also other apps that you can consider. There's one, Talkspace, I believe. Yes, Talkspace, yes, Talkspace is another app that you can consider. Now what these apps do is, one, it keeps you anonymous, right? If you don't even want to have a video with the therapist, okay, so let's start from beginning. What these apps do is they ask you some questions, and you answer these questions. Based on the answers you give, they will recommend a therapist to you. They recommend somebody. Maybe I should stop using the word therapy or therapist. So they recommend someone to you that you can talk to. Now you can either do, different apps have different options. Sometimes you don't even have to see these people face to face. You can choose to do just audio messages. You can choose to do like chats or texts, and sometimes you can do like phone calls or videos if that is what you want to. But the reason I'm saying this is because a lot of people are going through things and they don't even have anybody to talk to. It's really sad. I came across some stories that really made me sad, and I just wanted to put this out there. So if you're going through stuff, or if you want to do stuff, sometimes it's not even you going through stuff. Sometimes you don't know how to go about something and you want to talk to someone professionally. This is something you can consider. There are also apps that you don't talk to a human being, so it's like WooBots. You're chatting with an AI bot, but what it is this AI has like CBT. They call it CBT. It's called, the full name is cognitive behavioral therapy. Yes, that's what CBT is. So based on the answers you give, it can, give you suggestions or like information that will be helpful to you, basically. So these are the ones that came to mind. There are a lot. Different apps cover different things right now. So if you have an issue and you want to talk to someone, but maybe you don't want your friends to look at you a certain way, you don't want people to say, oh, this one is talking to someone professionally. And there's nothing wrong with this, because sometimes you feel like, oh, it's a big deal. It's not. The same thing, you go to church and you want to do counseling, this is the same thing. You're just talking to someone. Although that one is maybe structured in a way that it's spiritual, so it gives you like a spiritual perspective. That is the intent, while this one may not be. But thinking about it, it might just even be a good idea to have one. I'm sure there's some app somewhere that incorporates normal professional training with spiritual training. If there's not, maybe I should even write it down as possible business option or business idea. How we can have an app that, instead of going to church or meeting some spiritual leader, they can just have them. Hmm, yeah, you can just have them registered on the app, and then you can give spiritual advice as well. But anyway, that's not the reason for this conversation. I just wanted to bring it here because I feel like some people just have things they want to get off their chest and they don't know who to speak to or how to go about it. Please consider chatting about it. Consider online therapy. You might need to pay for subscription fees, but that's okay. It's way cheaper than getting a professional, and then you can keep yourself anonymous if that is what you want. Nobody has to know. You don't have to tell your friends, you don't have to tell your family members. You just go on your phone like you normally do, as if you're scrolling through one app, and then you do your sessions, whatever it is, based on availability. Depending on the app, you can now sort what it is. If you don't like these options that I've given you, of course you can always chat. You can even ask ChatGPT which app is the best for you, or the app options they have for online therapy, and it will give you options. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to share. I hope that you guys are keeping well. I hope you're doing okay. I know adulting is hard. We're all going through it one way or the other. Again, if you have some people to share this with, maybe family members that you trust or friends that you trust, that's fine. I'm not saying keep secrets from your friends, but just be careful who you share this information with. And if you don't want to share it with them, you don't have to. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Share this with your friends who you think might need it. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you've not, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.